What's up, y'all? Welcome to this episode of my Elden Ring Quick Platinum Guide. Let's get right into the good stuff here. So we're going to warp back to this area of the capital where we went underground, the Cathedral of the Forsaken. If you remember in the last episode, we fought Moog here, and then I said that you can't get past this one spot. We rolled through here. This unlocked a secret little door here. And you go down here, you can't get through here until you beat the main boss of the capital, Morgott. And so this spot is admittedly one of the trickiest parts of the game in terms of platforming. So super easy to fall to your death here, but this is required for one of the secret endings that will give you a trophy for that ending, the Frenzied Flame ending most specifically. So you got to drop down kind of on these cross beams over here. And that I don't need that. I wanted the other one gave me a rune, but so the way down here, you got to drop all the way to the bottom without dying, which is really tricky. The way down is I like to circle around behind this merchant, and then you see there's a platform right there. For this one, I just step off, and you'll land on there. The next one you want to drop down to is kind of in the bottom middle-ish of the screen. There's a little thing sticking out right there. We're going to want to jump over there. So just kind of gauge where it is and jump forward and let go kind of when you're on top of it. And you should land right on top of it like I did. And then now the next one is not the one right below us, but it's the one below us to the right. We're going to do the same thing for that platform that we just did for this one. Kind of run forward, not sprint with the circle button or whatever your sprint button is, but just kind of push forward as far as you can push on the control stick. And then this last one with the item is going to be our last platform to jump to. If I can get this all in one go, that would be amazing. Okay, whew. Get the inescapable frenzy spell. So once you get through here, kind of hang around this way, and then right here we can drop down. I am kind of surprised I got that on my first try. Sometimes it takes me a few tries to get down here. So what we're going to do is unlock the Site of Grace. We're not going to do the thing that would unlock the next ending for us, or the secret ending for us, because if you do, that makes us locked into this ending. There's no undoing it unless you do a pretty involved side quest, which I do not want to do. You go through those doors and that gets you that access to that ending. And once you go through those doors, you're locked into that ending and you can't undo it unless you do a lengthy side quest that I don't want to do in this playthrough. So I'll walk you through the endings when we get to the end of the game, but just know that this is a requirement for an ending that will give us a trophy. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go back to the Volcano Manor. You remember we went here a long time ago. We have this Site of Grace here, the Prison Town Church that we unlocked in a previous episode. So that's where we're going to warp. And in an episode before that, when we warped here from the Abductor, we flipped the switch on the other side of the Volcano Manor that lowers the drawbridge shortcut. So we're going to be taking advantage of that right now. So take a left. And if you've been following this guide, you should have this drawbridge down already. And this is a massive shortcut for us. And where we're headed is this cathedral straight ahead, where we're going to fight another boss for another trophy. This is the first of the trophy bosses in the Volcano Manor. This is the Godskin Noble. Kind of a tough boss, which is why we didn't fight him earlier. But right when you get the chance, summon your Mimic. He's got some pretty nasty moves. A lot of black flame type spells. He can try. Sometimes when you heal, he'll punish your heal by shooting black flame at you. So there's one of his black flame spells. That's kind of an AoE right next to him. He also has that one that he throws at you. That's the one that he usually throws at you when you try to heal. And that sword of his does quite a bit of damage. You see, I took one shot from it, and it did quite a bit of damage there. He does have a second phase. He's transforming into a second phase right now, and he has this nasty, like, giant blob. Yeah, and then he'll do one where he jumps and he rolls around. And he has that the body slam there that he just did, but Mimic went ahead and killed him for me, so don't have to deal with him anymore. Got the trophy. Gonna unlock the Grace right here. We don't need that item right in front of us. We're not gonna get it. So you see, after you kill him, this elevator comes down. So we actually need to go up this elevator to progress through the level. Throw on my lantern here. So when you go through this door that's straight ahead, you're gonna wanna look over the railing here. There's gonna be a spot we can drop down. We're gonna jump over the railing right here. kind of avoid these lava slugs. There's gonna be a bunch of them on this bridge. You can jump over them, but just be careful because you don't want to fall off into the lava down there. And then we're gonna drop down here next. Come up here. And there's gonna be an abductor that chases after us. We're gonna kind of dodge it and then jump into a window on the side of this building over here. So there's the abductor. He's gonna come after us. But here's our window right here to the left. Jump through it and he can't hit you. If you take a shot from him, don't worry. From the abductor, don't worry. Just go through here. Avoid these man serpents. They got their magma blades. You can actually farm the magma blade off of them. It's a cool weapon, but a very, very low drop rate. One of the lowest drop rates in the game. Just kind of follow this path that I'm going down. Run past these man serpents. This one has the magma whip. Try to dodge that attack if you can. Head right through this door. And that's going to be a spirit ash, I believe, that we don't need, so I'm not going to pick it up. Head straight up these stairs. Now this magma, or this man serpent right there with the giant little bubble on his head, he can shoot magic at you. But what we want to do now is go through this warp gate. Thank God for iframes. So, make sure you get this grace. This is going to be our next major trophy boss here, the main boss of the Volcano Manor. And if you die, you want to be able to warp back to that grace. So what we want to do now is before you engage with the boss, he's right in front of us, the giant snake ball. You want to get this. This is the Serpent Hunter. And this is kind of a gimmicky weapon that is designed specifically for this boss fight. You see, it doesn't have any attributes required to equip it. Anybody can equip it. For those of you who played Dark Souls 3 or Demon Souls are familiar with the Storm Ruler, this is the Storm Ruler of this game. Check it out. In this boss room only, it does these massive projectile attacks. You see, that's the first one I did was the special attack, but also just the regular R1 and R2 attacks do these massive AoE type things that is going to make this boss fight much easier. We're, of course, going to summon Mimic in here. If you want to make this fight a little bit easier, you can go ahead and warp out of here and level this thing up with your Somber Smithing Stones. It'll make the fight a little bit easier. You'll be doing more damage. You can definitely, this is definitely viable without Somber Smithing Stones, but just know that Somber Smithing Stones leveling up this weapon will make this fight a bit easier. So go on and bring Mimic in. Go away while Mimic kind of materializes. Wow, I've never seen that attack before. I have 1 HP left. I've never seen him fling the magma at me. That's crazy. I can't believe that didn't kill me either, so I got very lucky there. And it's really just a matter of hitting him with these special attacks. So I did the charge attack special there, and now I'm just poking with R1s here. And Mimic should be doing the same, getting the aggro off me, hopefully. Doing a charged heavy here, do another charged heavy. You see, I just got a stagger, but I'm not gonna try to get the crit. I'm just gonna be doing extra damage here. And he has 2 full health bars. Once you get his health bar all the way down, he transforms. Then he has another phase, a second phase with another full health bar. And do another charged special here. That came just at the right time. He was about to hit me right before that connected. All right. Almost through his first phase here. There we go. We're going to see a cutscene. In the second phase, he gets some new attacks. Okay, lock on. I'm going to go on and throw my Physic Flask. Get that bubble going. In this phase, he has a sword, which just so happens to be the Blasphemous Blade. Mimic doing some work here. Oh, he's after me. He tried to grab me there, I think. Wait till he aggro's back to Mimic before I start hitting him again. Oh, he got me with the grab there. Mash the buttons if he grabs you. Mash all the buttons and you'll take less damage. Wait till he, hopefully, aggro's back to Mimic. Now he's back on me, I think. Yep, he tried to tail swipe me there. Stay away from his head so he can't grab me. Oh, he would have got me there if I had not rolled. He's got quite a bit of reach, does this guy. Is he aggroing to me now? No, he's on Mimic. No, he's on me now. Dang it. Heal up. Almost out of healing here. I should have rested at the Grace right outside the boss room to get all my flasks back, but I should be okay. Hopefully I didn't just jinx myself here. Whoop. You stay out of the lava so I can actually attack. Here we go. One more hit. There we go. Got him. And again, if you want to do a little bit of extra damage, go ahead and level this weapon up with Somber Stones and you'll be a little bit better off. All right, gonna put my Bloodhound's Fang back on. And we got a ton of runes for killing him. Pretty epic fight. Okay, so we're gonna level up, get Vigor to 50. We'll take our Dex up 35. We'll start putting some into Strength now as well. So, I mentioned the Blasphemous Blade, one of the best weapons in the game. We just now got the Remembrance of the Blasphemous. If you turn this in at the Round Table Hold, you can trade it in for the Blasphemous Blade. I'm not going to be using the Blasphemous Blade, but if you want to use it, you're going to need to get yourself some extra faith. If you're following my build, I believe it requires 20 or 21 faith to use a Blasphemous Blade, but it is an excellent, excellent weapon with a very good special, and it does level up with the Somber Smithing Stones as well. So just a little tidbit there if you want to experiment, but I'm probably going to cash in this Remembrance for runes. What we're going to do now is we want to work back to the Volcano Manor, kind of the main lobby. And what we can do is there's an NPC we need to talk to because we need him to move out of the Volcano Manor because we're gonna need him to be in a different spot later on in the game because that's going to be involved in something we need to do to get a legendary weapon. So go through this door here on the left side of the hallway. And this is the guy we need to talk to. Talk to him till you've exhausted his dialogue. Talks about we just killed Rykard. Okay, so that should be enough. Just to make sure, I'm going to warp back here to the Volcano Manor side of Grace, and then when we go back in here, I think he should be gone. And if he's gone, then we did it right. We know we did it right if he's gone. Yeah, he's gone. Perfect. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to warp back to Liurnia. If you remember, early on, we unlocked this side of Grace here at the study hall entrance. So we're going to go here now. We got the inverted statue from Ranni as part of her side quest. And we actually need to use that here at the study hall. What this does is it basically inverts the tower upside down, which sounds weird, but it's what you need to do to actually get all the way to the top. And then we're going to get an item that is needed for a optional boss that we're going to fight later that gives us a trophy. So drop down here. Make sure you don't fall down the hole or you'll die. Jump through this hole. Watch out for the hands. Kind of go around the side. There's going to be this guy sniping at you with magic arrows, but just stay on the move. And you should be okay. Take a hit. It's not going to be one shot. We got plenty of vigor. We're definitely at a high enough level. So just run around here. Drop down over here. Then go down here. Bunch of hands and kind of spirit soldiers. So what we want to do now is drop down on these chandeliers. You don't even need to jump. I just literally ran off the edge there. Now this one you need to jump to. And then you want to jump. You drop from here on the chandelier. Ooh, I was too far over. Dang it. You want to drop. Not do what I just did, but you want to drop from that chandelier onto the rafters. All right, so here we are. I'm going to try to drop down correctly this time. So drop down on this first chandelier. Get my runes back. Jump over to the second chandelier. And now let's see if we can drop down correctly. There we go. Line yourself up and then just walk straight off. There we go. That's all there is to it. I don't know why I screwed that up the first time. Get this item if you want. It is completely worthless. Then you want to drop down on this elevator, which is going to take us down. But since the statue's since this tower is inverted, it's actually taking us up to the top. Okay. Then run straight to these doors. And you can ride your horse up here. There's going to be a Godskin noble that attacks us. Can run straight past us. I believe there's one that attacks us on this bridge here. Just run straight past it. Do not get a trophy for fighting this one. So once you get to the end, go through these giant double doors. Another long elevator ride up to the tippy top. How are y'all doing? Hope y'all are doing mighty fine today. Okay. You can activate this grace or not. Doesn't really matter. We're not going to come back here. And here is what we want. This is the true Ranni. The Ranni that we've been talking to before is actually just a doll that's kind of manipulated by our spirit. We've got the Cursemark of Death and the Stargazer Heirloom. The Cursemark of Death is what we want because that's going to allow us to fight an optional boss later. That is required for a trophy. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go back to the Lake of Rot. We unlocked this grace earlier. This is underground. And what we're going to do is, as the name would indicate, the Lake of Rot. Yes, there is rot in this lake. All that pink gloopy stuff will give you scarlet rot. So have your seal equipped with Flame Cleanse Me. Throw on your Bloodhound Claws. We're going to do some Bloodhound stepping up in here. You see how fast this rot builds up. It's pretty insane. So we're going to step on this. It's going to give us a little bit of extra running room here. So I'm going to heal my rot. Gives us an extra platform. Heal my rot. And then going to run along here to this next little switch. See if we survive without getting Scarlet Rotted again. I'm not all that hopeful. Because the Scarlet Rot buildup in here is insanely fast. I got Rotted again, so I'm going to heal it again. And this next spot that we're running to is all the way here at the end. So put a marker down. If I get Scarlet Rotted again, I'm not even going to heal it. I'm just going to straight up... I'm not going to heal the rot itself. I'm just going to heal my health with my flasks as I need to, so I don't die. We have plenty of flasks to get through here. If you stop every time to heal your rot, you're going to run out of FP, and you're going to be healing your rot like every 5 seconds, so it's not even worth it. Now there is some stuff to explore down here. There's some good items and a optional boss, but nothing that's required for a trophy, so that's why I'm pretty much skipping everything, because this place is a pain to do 100%, as you could imagine. But this is required for Ranni's side quest, and this is also required for a trophy boss. So as you can see, as my health gets down to about half-ish, I'm just healing up. Letting the rot kind of run its course. There's a grace right up here, so we're going to heal our rot just by resting at the grace. Not that huge of a problem. Okay, so let's rest. Get ourselves all nice and cured. I'll throw on my lantern. So go down these stairs here. And then you see there's a spot right across we can jump to. So jump over here. Jump over here. Then right here you can, let's see. Yeah, it's back here. We got to drop down. You can drop down here, and all the way here. So these guys you do not need to fight. Don't even worry about it. Just run past everything. Nothing really down here is worth it. That Glovewort is a Glovewort 9. I'm going to go ahead and pick that up just so we have our second 9 available to us. In case you want to level up a different spirit summon than the Mimic that we've been using. But what we're after here is this coffin over here. We want to get in this coffin. It's going to transport us to a different spot. So hop on in. Skip these cutscenes, or watch them if you want. And unfortunately, there is no grace down here, at least that I'm aware of, so you're not going to be able to rest and recover. But in here is a boss we're going to fight for a trophy. I'm going to pop my flask before heading in. Summon Mimic. So he's going to try to shoot you with a giant laser beam pretty much right when you walk in. So he does this. Kind of dodge to the side. Hopefully you'll get away from it. So now that we've dodged a laser beam, I'm going to go ahead and get Mimic in the fight. I'm going to stand back until he fully kind of materializes and we'll go in together. He's going to do his laser beam again. That's awesome. And he hit me with it that time, but I had my bubble on, so I didn't take that much damage. So this guy has a lot of AoE-based attacks. He has that long-range laser. He does this teleport attack where he can teleport right behind you and grab you. And the grab does an absurd amount of damage. But if the aggro's on Mimic, you can hit him for some good damage. Now his head is his weak point, but you don't have to hit him in his head. The problem is his head is right between those pincers, and the pincers will hurt you if he hits you with them. So just bear that in mind. Looks like you got Mimic with the pincers. So I'm just taking body shots for now and doing okay damage. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it. If he's about to teleport, make sure he's not right behind you when he teleports, because he will try to grab you. And that grab that he does is an insane amount of damage. Now this, just run to the side. And generally, you should dodge most of those. I got hit myself, but if you run to the side and kind of spam the dodge button, you should generally be okay. Watch out, he's trying to hit me with his tail swipe. I don't know where the heck my Mimic is, but I don't really want to engage it without my Mimic because I don't want to be taking pot shots left and right. There we go. There he is. So as long as he's distracted by my Mimic, I'm going to go in and... Oh, man. See, those AoEs are pretty tricky. Yeah, those AoEs are pretty deadly. I keep on doing my special here. I'm missing some of them, but most of them are hitting. I think I just got to bleed, and he is dead. So we get a remembrance from him, as well as a trophy. All right. That's where we came in from. Got quite a bit of runes from killing him as well. So, after we killing him, this is going to take us to a spot that took me a long time to find in my first playthrough. Kind of back in Liurnia. But you can't get there unless you go through here, through the Lake of Rot, and you beat Astel. So let us level up and do some strength. And if you had not beaten the Baleful Shadow that we did in a previous episode and warped back to the room where we fought Rennala and gotten the treasure inside of that chest, this would be locked. So make sure you've done that, and then you'll be able to get through here. This is going to take us to a new spot in Liurnia, all the way at the top of this plateau. And I need to get rid of this beacon here, because I'm going to be placing several beacons in this next area. All right, so we have arrived at the Moonlight Altar, and that is on top of this big plateau. If you remember, we were below this plateau before at the village of the Albinaurics, but now we're on top of the plateau. And this is where we're going to wrap up Ranni's side quest. So get this grace. We're going to be warping back to it. So where we're going to head first is in here. This is where we're going to talk to Ranni. That's going to end her side quest. It's going to give us access to the secret ending that we need for a trophy. And it's also going to give us a legendary weapon that we get for finishing her side quest. Our sixth legendary weapon of 9. The dragon materializes right here. Just run past it. Or you can kill it for some extra runes if you want. I'm not going to fight him. It's a bunch of starlight shards down here. And ultimately where we want to go is to the right of the grace, down this hole. Make sure you drop down on these little ledges. And all the way down to the bottom. And here she is. We can talk to her. Put on the ring that we got from the treasure chest in the Rhea Lucaria boss room where we fought Rennala. Make sure you exhaust all of this dialogue. She will disappear. And we will get the Dark Moon Greatsword, which is what we need. It's the legendary weapon. And now we also have her ending unlocked. So we're going to warp back here at the Moonlight Altar. Our next spot is going to be down here at, I believe it's called Chalona's Rise. It's kind of tricky to get there, but we will get there. So, yeah, I'll show you how to get there. It is kind of a roundabout way. You have to take, you can't just go straight there because there's a big cliff that you'd drop off and end up dead. So we're going to head kind of westish for now. And there's going to be, we're going to kind of hug the cliff until we find a spot we can drop down off of. Don't worry about these dragons. Don't fight them. Not worth it. So you see, that is too far for us to drop down, so we're just going to kind of ride it up to the north until we find a spot that is safe to drop down. So right here should be okay. And we're going to hug it to the south and go straight towards our beacon. There's a bunch of these crystalline enemies down here. Once you get to this spot with the 3 gazebos, there's going to be a red wolf that appears. We're going to ignore the red wolf. Keep going. Kind of to the right here is where we want to go. Down this way. Red wolf didn't even show up, so all the better. Okay. Head this way. Going to the south towards our beacon. Oop, I'm stuck behind the trees there. That was kind of a risky jump, but it worked. Don't have to do that to get here. Okay, so this tower has a puzzle. We have to get through. We have to solve the puzzle and get through for a legendary spell. So to trigger the puzzle, what you have to do is you have to interact with this little book here. And it says, seek the 3 great wise beasts. So the first one is actually over here. There are these spirit turtles that you have to kill. There's 3 of them. Once you kill all 3, then the door unlocks. You can get inside. So the first one's here. The next one is going to be all the way over like here. The problem is, and the last one's going to be right up here. The problem is you can't warp. Once you read that little hint, if you warp, then the turtles disappear. Now, if you've already killed a turtle like we have, that turtle stays dead no matter what. So we get credit for that no matter what since we've already killed it. But if we were to warp right now, then the other turtles would despawn until we read that book again. So it is a long, long ride to get over there, unfortunately. It just is what it is. But once you kill the 3 turtles, as I said, you'll be good. So once we kill the second one, we're actually going to warp back to the Chalona's Rise. We're going to have to read the book again. Make sure you read that book again, because if you don't read it, then the third one's not going to spawn again. And then we're going to run up to the third one. And there are other puzzles in the game that are similar to this, but in the other instances of this puzzle, the turtles are way closer together. See, there's a bunch of turtles, regular turtles on the ground. That's kind of your hint. Hey, you're right next to this one. Far away, so just shoot it with your bow. 1 hit is all you need. So we're going to warp back to here. And make sure after you warp back that you read the book again. Otherwise, because we just by warping, we just despawned the third turtle. So now you read the book again, get the hint back. And now we're going to travel on horseback to the third one. Kind of going back the way we came to get down here. We just need to head straight up this path, straight north, pretty much. And eventually we'll get up there. And there's also an Everjail right next to the third turtle. We're going to need to defeat in order to get a legendary spirit summon. Black Knife Tiche, which is some people's favorite. Black Knife Tiche is very good. I like the Mimic a lot because the Mimic is very tanky. Black Knife Tiche deals a bunch of damage, but she's not as tanky. So you've been picking up the Glovewort bell bearings along the way. So we are able to purchase 1 through 6 right now at the Merchant and Roundtable Hold. So you're not going to be able to get it up to plus 10 quite yet. But along the way, we picked up extra, you know, intermediary kind of 7s and 8s and 9s. Hopefully we should be able to, if you want to get a second one up to plus 10 or close, you should be able to get there. So the third turtle is actually, if you jump up the Spirit Spring, you see the third turtle's floating in the middle of the air. So you kind of want to jump up here and you should hit it. And then we just got it. So the seal on the rise is open. But before we go back there, we're going to take care of this Everjail. This is one of the hardest Everjail bosses in the game. I do have a definite strategy for doing this fight. And I play this fight much more defensively than I play most fights. I wait for specific openings, and once I get that opening, that's my point to attack. And I'll show you what I mean. So get the boss going. This is a Black Knife Assassin. And there's a couple attacks that we're waiting for specifically. Stay locked on. So that one where she stabs the ground, that's a perfect opportunity to do a jump attack. And then if she stays close, you can follow it up with a special. Other than that, I'm basically keeping my distance. I'm waiting for those attacks that I can punish. So that one is a projectile. If it hits you, it's going to drain your health. That one is almost a one-shot. You want to make sure when she jumps up in the air and charges up her weapon like that, that you're backing away. You're rolling backwards away from her so that attack doesn't hit you. You can actually punish it after the AoE is done. So that's the attack I like. When she stabs the ground, she gets kind of stuck. I'm going to follow up with a special, but she dodged it again. That's okay. Kind of keep my distance. That one, if you dodge it, I was too aggressive there. If you dodge it, you can punish that attack too, where she drags her dagger on the ground. Now I'm just trying to keep my distance. That one you have to remember dodge, and you can run away from that. Wait for the AoE to go. You can punish that with the jump attack as well. I'm gonna get away to try to heal. That's her grab attack. The grab attack is very powerful, so try not to get grabbed. I'm too close, and I'm kind of at the edge of the arena here. So that one, instead of punishing the attack, I'm gonna heal up here. And I pressed the wrong button, so I just lost the life that I just healed, unfortunately. All right. So I'm spending most of the time running away from her. So once that goes away, you can run in and get a jump attack because it takes a second for her to recover. And And again, she's doing a good job of backing away from my specials, which is okay. Come on, give me something I like here. There we go. And that time I did get my special off. She didn't back away immediately, which was nice. But now I need to heal. Now I really need to heal. All right, I'm going to heal right here after that grab attack attempt. And I'm going to heal a second time even, just for safety. Oh, that was a bad time. She nailed me with that projectile. Dang it. That was a really bad time to heal. All right, here's a good time to heal. All right. Let's see what she does here. So this is all about waiting for your opportunities and being very defensive, playing very defensively otherwise. So take advantage of that attack. My special. I'm going to... There we go. I got both parts of the special there. Excellent. All right. Can do a jump attack here. And actually got the stagger as well. Awesome. So if you're patient, this fight doesn't need to be as hard as it would be otherwise. Some people would say this is one of the, even if you're, playing this game normally, some people would say this is easily one of the top 3 hardest fights of the game. But it is required for platinum, so. And you cannot summon for this fight either. It does not allow you to summon, which is what hangs a lot of people up because you can't summon. You're on your own for this fight. That was close. Dodge. Come on, give me something that I like here. Nope. Nope. So those of you who are familiar with my normal playstyle, you know that I'm normally much more aggressive than this, but aggression does not play into your favor in this fight at all. There we go. I can punish this. Ah, she backed away. Oh, well. I can punish this attack. Oh, she got away. And then she punished me. Oh, well. I deserve that. That's okay. All right, come on. There we go. Run away. And then after that AoE's done, get your jump attack in. There we go. Got my special. Nice. I got greedy there. I tried to get another R1 in there, but oh well. I need to pop a blue flask here. I can punish this attack. Back away. Watch the side here. Would like to get a blue flask if I can get a chance to get one. There we go. So playing this one safe, being very patient is definitely the way to go. Oh, kind of went for it there, but oh well. Here we go. Can punish this, and this might be it, guys. Oh, she got away. Only has 1 hit left. There we go. Got her. Okay. And our reward for a very tough fight is Black Knife Tiche. Okay. Pretty tough, but we got it done. So, got a ton of runes for that as well. We're going to go back to Chalona's Rise here. And it's late day, so I'm going to go ahead and advance the clock and level up as well. Okay. Looks good to me. Almost to level 100. So now that we have solved this puzzle, we can get inside of here. And this is going to get us legendary spell number 6 of 7. So just one more to go, and we've got all of the legendary spells, and that trophy will pop for us. And here we go. Ranni's Dark Moon is what we wanted. And we are done with this episode, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you for watching. We'll pick up right here next time, and I'll see y'all then. Have a good one, everybody.